A da čujemo šta Scott Ritter misli o dubokoj državi.
The reason I'm mentioning the deep state, I have two quotes in mind. One was, you're probably familiar with the lecture that Wesley Clark gave to the Commonwealth Club in San Francisco in 2007 when he talked about a policy coup that happened on 9/11. And he talked about what he heard at the Pentagon when he went to the Pentagon twice. First time about 10 days after 9/11, and the second time about 6 weeks later. And he's pretty much said that, you know, the first time he went, he ran into Rumsfeld, who pretty much said nobody's going to tell us whom the bomb is, etc. And then he ran into this officer from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and who told him that the plan was to attack Iraq. And Wesley Clark said, why? Are there any ties with Saddam Hussein? And 9/11 said no. So why are we going to attack Iraq? I don't know. 6 weeks later, he runs into the same guy who tells him that he just received a paper from Secretary of Defense where pretty much it said that they're going to attack 7 countries in the next 5 years. And then his conclusion was, on 9/11, some very hard-nosed people made a policy coup and pretty much took over foreign policy of the United States. And he obviously means the neocons. He mentioned several of them, Cheney, Rumsfeld, Wolfowitz. So would you say that it's at least the influence of those same people from then? Are they in charge of foreign policy in America now?
Definitely the influence of these people is felt today. You know, American foreign policy survives presidential administrations. It's a policy that's founded upon a geopolitical desire to maintain American hegemony across the world at any cost. It doesn't matter whether you're a Democratic president or a Republican president. This is how America operates. And so even though administrations may change, the basic ideological framework that drives American policy is maintained in, I guess, what you can call the deep state, the career professionals at the CIA, the career professionals at the Pentagon, the career professionals in the military-industrial complex, and perhaps most importantly, the career politicians in Congress who provide the money that continues to fund all of this and who vote in favor of these policies over and over and over again. So you can say it was a policy coup, but what I would say is that they were just waiting for the opportune time. That they didn't need to have a coup per se, they just needed an appropriate trigger moment. That 9/11 provided them that trigger moment. They were already in power. Generally, a coup means that somebody who's not in power can come in and take power. But the people that carried out what you're calling the 9/11 coup were already in power. They just needed a trigger moment for them to enact the policies that they want to see put in place.
Da li je ovo istina što Scott Ritter priča da postoji duboka država koja bukvalno režira, pokreće konce cijelim svetom, što se tiče i politike i ratova i svega? Ko su ti ljudi?
Apsolutno. Ja mislim da je ključna rečenica bila ovdje, nije bitno da li su republikanci ili demokrate na vlasti. Pa znate kako, izvor svih, da kažemo, zala i ratova u Europi jeste Wall Street. Wall Street je ništa drugo nego duboka država. Njemu pripomažu i britanski imperializam. Sjetimo se samo, gospodin Gnjatović je spomenuo Euromajdan. Pa ko je nedelju dana i za vreme Euromajdana posjetio Ukrajinu? John Brennan, direktor CIA. Znači, sve se to režira. Sad je samo pitanje, Amerikanci već planiraju gdje će biti sljedeći rat. Mislim, skoro sigurno je da će Rusi zauzeti celu Ukrajinu. Jer Rusi, ako se zaustave i puste makar jedno najobičnije selo u Ukrajinu, onda bolje da nisu ni počinjali rat. Da li će sljedeća, da kažemo, ratno žarište biti Moldavija koja je najbliža. Sumnjam da će direkt da ubace neku državu NATO, da će to biti Litvanija ili Letonija, a kao što znamo u Uzbekistanu je još vanredno stanje. Znači još je vanredno stanje koje je stupilo na snagu pre meseci i nešto dana. Kazahstan su bili nemiri pa je ruska obavještajna služba zajedno sa beloruskim padobrancima to sprečila prevrat. Također imamo i na našim području imamo jedno veoma bitno žarište. Ne govorim da je to privremeno okupirana teritorija Srbije, to je Kosovo i Metohija, koliko Bosna. Tako da je vrlo moguće na bilo kojim od tim lokacijama da Amerikanci spremaju rat. Da bi povratili svoj geopolitički uticaj gubljenjem Ukrajine i naravno da bi zaradili novac.
Vidimo što se danas dešava na Kosovu.
Na Kosovu se non stop nešto dešava. Na non-stop je teledirigovano od Amerikanaca i Engleza. Tad i tad će se to desiti. Oni naoružavaju Šiptare i kako već neko će reći da nisam politički korektan što nazivam Albance Šiptarima. Albanci su Albani. Iz zvanične enciklopedije iz 1974. godine stoji da na području Jugoslavije zivaju Šiptari, a ne Albanci. Tako da ovo jednostavno to je teledirigovano. Biće Šiptari će da rade šta kažu Amerikanci i Englezi. Mene mnogo više bine Bosna. Jer Dejtonom je Bosna otvorena da se reši u nekom sljedećem ratnom žarištu. Tako da je pitanje gdje će izbiti sljedeći sukob, a da ne govorimo za Aziju.